What is going on, guys? This is Ben here. In today's video, we're going to be covering all of the news regarding Pokemon Go. Today, we got a lot thrown at us. I'm going to explain to all of you what is going on, what has been confirmed, basically everything that's going on, and this is going to be the biggest Pokemon Go update and update month ever. So let's get into it. So first up, let's start with the official announcements from the Pokemon Go and Pokemon Twitter pages. You can also find it on their Facebook and everything, but all right. Trainers, as we race towards 2017, we wanted to take a moment and thank you for your support. We're excited for December because we have a few new experiences and in-game events planned for you before wrapping up the year. That is a big one there because that means not one, but multiple events before the end of the year. I'll give you my full thoughts on this after I'm done reading it. Keep an eye out on our social media channels on December 12th. For details about the first edition of more Pokemon into Pokemon Go, dude. So December 12th, we were wrong with our predictions on December 8th. That is when the Starbucks thing is, their partnership is going to be announced probably. We all thought that December 8th was going to be the day where like Starbucks was announced as a partnership and Generation 2 or new Pokemon would be added. But now it is actually, along with today, December 7th, Sprint is also being a partner. You're gonna add every US store, there's gonna be either a Pokestop or a gym at Sprint stores and like anything involved with Sprint, and they'll have charge stations. So that's one of the announcements. Tomorrow we're probably gonna get the Starbucks announcement where their partnership as well with Niantic, and they'll have like a new drink and they'll have more Pokestops and gyms as well. So that's 2 sponsored Pokestops only within the US. And then on the official Pokemon Twitter, not Pokemon Go, usually the official Pokemon Twitter doesn't post stuff about Pokemon Go. It's more directed towards other stuff, but it says more Pokemon are coming to Pokemon Go. Stay tuned for details on 12/12 trainers. So there you have it, guys. New Pokemon are coming, and we'll get all the details on December 12th. That doesn't exactly mean all Pokemon, like the new Pokemon will be coming on December 12th. I hope it does, but there is a few things that could be going on here. So today there was also a press conference with Sprint between the CEO John Hanke and Sprint. So it was a private press conference, only people with like media credentials getting into there. But the Silph Road was actually able to find someone that would report to them, and they had a Reddit thread on there about the questions asked during the press conference and everything that was said in the press conference, because before it was only media only, and we're gonna pull that up here. So this is how the press conference started. John Hanke is up first. He's talking about how Niantic wants to create a new type of gaming experience and how this partnership will help with the future of this goal. And what he's talking about is how future partnerships will create more Pokestops and everything like that. Emphasizes the in-store charging stations, gives players a chance to check out Sprint products and continue their gaming experiences. And then Clur also just mentioned Gen 2, which is the CEO of Sprint. And then Sprint is planning giveaways, tournaments. I don't really know what tournaments would be for unless it's for player-player battles. We'll get into that a little later. And all Sprint stores location will become Pokestop/gyms. And then the person that is reporting back just asked about Marcelo's Gen 2 comment. And then this is what he was told. Stay tuned for next Monday. And then John Hanke specifically said this was just the start of new Pokemon they plan to introduce. The start. So with those comments though, it makes us lead to believe that Generation 2 will be added first. And then this is all possibilities here. Nothing's set in stone just yet because we don't have the official announcement, but Generation 2 seems to be the generation that will be up first for new Pokemon. And then with them mentioning the events, this is what I think. It could be Generation 2, whether Generation 2 is going to be released in all one wave, or if it's going to be like maybe half of Generation 2, who knows. It would make sense that they do all of it, but knowing Niantic, they could just do like a select amount of Generation 2 Pokemon and then have the events for the legendaries. Because that's what I think the events are going to be. Probably some Christmas event where we get like, I don't know, either double XP, walking buddies, double Stardust. You guys know the events that we had for like for Thanksgiving and Halloween. So there's probably gonna be some Christmas event along that lines. And then, but that's not just one event; it's multiple. So I believe the other events are gonna be either for the legendary Pokemon, Mew and Mewtwo, and then just Gen 2 is also gonna be released as well. So I think there's gonna be a lot coming between like this like before Christmas, pretty much before the end of the year, as they mentioned. And whether there's so many scenarios of what could happen, Pretty sure December 12th we'll know exactly, but this could be one scenario where like the legendaries are released, and then before the end of the year, Generation 2 comes out. Otherwise, it's going to be Generation 2 comes out first, and then legendaries. Otherwise, it's going to be half of Generation 2, or just select few of Generation 2 legendaries, or legendaries, then half of Generation 2. So those are all the different possibilities. There also could be a shiny Pokemon event. A lot of people were thinking maybe, since like shiny was found in the code, that one of the events was going to be for shiny Pokemon, and maybe there's going to be an event regarding where it's like an exclusive where you can get like a shiny Pokemon during the event, like a shiny Pikachu or something. So we do not know all the details yet. I'm hoping, well, pretty much this is what we know so far. Generation 2 is coming. It's going to be between the end of the year. Legendaries are most likely coming. Just any new Pokemon is coming. It's just a matter of time of when. My ideal scenario, what I would like for, is December 12th, Generation 2, all of Generation 2 to be released, and then have an event during New Year's or Christmas where the legendary birds or legendary Mewtwo and all them are released, and then yeah, we're good there. But that's not all. They're also trying to change the experience of Pokemon Go, and that leads us into their patch notes. Is more of when they were talking about their Sprint partnership, and it says Boost Mobile and Sprint and Radio Shack stores will become Pokestops and gyms. I already mentioned that, giving you even more places to stock up on Pokeballs and raspberries, and to battle your friends. To battle your friends means battle someone, not like battle them live. So a lot of people are also like thinking that is a hint towards player versus player battles or battling. Some people are like, oh, that just means gym battling. But why would they say friends? Because you really, like, someone who puts the Pokemon in a gym isn't really your friend. So there's reason to believe that player versus player battling might be coming soon as well along with that. So a lot of stuff is getting teased. A lot of new news. This video I was so hyped to make for you guys. Like, so here's what we have so far. Starbucks partnership, Pokestops and gyms for United States. Sprint, same thing. Then Generation 2, just new Pokemon. It could be Generation 2. I think it's going to be a combination of Generation 2 and Legendaries, because it's multiple events, and then some sort of maybe Christmas event. Some possibilities of player versus player battles, maybe some shiny Pokemon, and just all their new experiences that we probably, like, they can't mention everything just yet, so there's probably going to be a whole lot of new things added to Pokemon Go. So hopefully it's a lot of good stuff, a lot of interesting stuff, a lot of things that change up the game. You guys know before they hinted to like Poke Centers and all that. That still may be coming. Like, that was a long time ago. So who knows when all this potential new stuff will be added. All we know for certain is December 12th is when we're gonna know about the releases of the new Pokemon. December 12th may not be the release date of the Pokemon, and it might just give us information on it. I hope it is the release date for Pokemon, but different events, different Pokemon, changing mechanics, maybe player versus player battles. I am so excited, guys. So that is all the news that we currently have so far. Pretty much this all happened within the last 24 hours too, so that is what's crazy. It all started with that Starbucks leak. So I also forgot to mention this, guys, but Pokemon Go currently is in the process of being updated to version 49.1 for Android and 1.19.1 for iOS. So with this new update, it brings one new feature and a couple of other cool things. So trainers will be able to transfer multiple Pokemon at a time to Professor Willow. To use this function, press and hold on a Pokemon. So I'll throw up the screenshots or whatever. So this is actually a really useful function, because as you guys know, transferring your Pokemon takes forever to do it individually, but all you have to do is, I'm assuming, is you just hold on the Pokemon and it'll highlight it. Then you go on and press all the other Pokemon you want to highlight, and then you can do a mass transfer at the end of after highlighting all the Pokemon you want to get rid of, so that will save a ton of time having to not click through everything. And then along with that, Pokemon type icons have been added to the gym battle approach and gym battle screen. And then also it seems as though the moves have a little bit, you can see the charges on it. And then the total candy count for your buddy Pokemon has been added to the buddy information screen. So on the top of it, you can actually see the amount of candies that you've walked, and the total kilometers a buddy has walked has been added to the information screen of each Pokemon that has ever been your buddy. So say you walked 100 kilometers with a Lapras, that'll always stay with that Lapras, so that's pretty cool. But that's not the coolest thing, or that's not what I'm most excited for. So when this update actually does drop, Niantic likes to, well, actually a lot of gaming companies do this. They put what is in the update, like, or they put hidden stuff in the update that basically is just kind of like dormant, and they pretty much just need to flip a switch and then it will be added to the game. That's how it was with the Ditto. As you guys know, in the last update, Ditto got its move, but Ditto wasn't released right away when the update dropped. It was actually a couple weeks later when Niantic was like, okay, this is when Ditto is going to be out. So that is what is going on probably with this one. Hopefully Gen 2 Pokemon get their moves in this update. When people, it's just like hidden within the code, and then we'll like if sorry if this is hard to follow, but it happens like every update. So if Generation 2 Pokemon get their moves, that means that's a very, very good sign that Generation 2 Pokemon will be coming soon. If they do not get moves, it leads me to believe that either Generation 2 will not be coming out as soon as we thought, or it will be how would I say it? It will be, they'll have the moves that are already in the game, and there will be no new moves in the Pokemon Go universe just yet. So that is the possibility so far with this new update. I completely forgot to talk about it with all the other stuff going on. So hopefully this update brings a lot of I don't even know, like a lot of good surprises with stuff hidden within the code of the game. I'm excited for it. December 12th is when we'll know exactly, and most likely when this update drops, it'll give us a good hint because people will read through the code and see what's hidden within the game. And then, yes, so that's the final news for today, guys. So much stuff has happened. Later today, you're going to see a video of one of my days in California. So hope you guys are excited for that, but I hope you guys are mostly excited for this update. Let me know what your thoughts. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure that you did, and don't forget to subscribe for more Pokemon Go videos. I really hope you guys have a wonderful night, and I'll see you guys later.